Welcome to Dave TV. How y'all doing, everybody? Dave TV for the 30th of April 2013. Got this from Comcast the other day. There it is. They're turning your router into a public hotspot. Apparently, did you know that that your Comcast router, if you especially have one of the newer models like I do, actually has two channels on it, and one is your private channel that's, you use your Wi-Fi, it's encrypted, you put a password in and all that. Well, there's another channel on it that can actually be turned on as a public hotspot. So, for example, when you're at home, you use your regular, I'm telling like Jack Benny, you use your regular internet Wi-Fi. Then when you go out, say you're in another part of your neighborhood, anybody who has Comcast Xfinity Internet, they have that second channel on there. You will see when you search for networks, Xfinity Wi-Fi, you can actually sign into any one of those hotspots. That means that neighborhoods will be full of these Xfinity hotspots from the second channels of all these routers. So, you can go to your neighbors or walk down the street or go to the park or whatever. You can actually take your Wi-Fi with you. You don't have to go, as long as you have a Comcast address, what you do when you sign in there to the Comcast website, look at TV or pay your bill. As long as you have that address, you can sign into any one of these routers, Wi-Fi thingies all over the place. It's kind of an interesting idea. So it really does expand your Wi-Fi abilities. So you don't just have to go to Starbucks. You can actually go sit in front of your neighbor's house and do Wi-Fi if, say, your thing isn't working. I don't know, but anyhow, interesting thing. If you're a Comcast, I don't know if they're rolling this out all over the country. I know in Atlanta they're doing it. I know they're doing it in Salt Lake City, and obviously because I got one, they're doing it here in the Washington area. But it'd be interesting to know if people in Maryland and Baltimore and all that are getting these letters too. But it's kind of interesting, don't you think? Anywho, wanted to give a shout out to Dina. Dina's the #1 fan of DCR TV. And we want to thank her very much for her kind donation of a few days ago. She was very nice. And she's also been cooking a lot for me. She makes me interesting meals. A Greek meatloaf, a Greek pizza she made the other day. Really cool camo birthday cake for my birthday back in February. And shout out to Deana, Dina. And, oh, by the way, I don't think she'd mind if I give you her age. But because this tells you what her age is, but she was born on 5/5/55. 5/5/55. So you figure that one out, how old she's going to be next week. So happy pre-happy birthday to Dina 5/5/55 there from the good old folks at DCR TV, which is basically me. Rumblings today. Is Jack Diamond going to go do an internet show? Some interesting mailbag postings today. The Realm Network, which is, Mark Ronick and his friends over there, they have, they recently signed Don Geronimo do a deal for a subscription podcast with freebie stuff available also. And there's some rumblings now that maybe Realm is looking at getting Jack Diamond on board too, since apparently there's little chance that he's going to return to the radio waves. I don't know. With Kenny King going to WASH. Kenny King worked at WRQX Mix 107.3 for many years with Jack Diamond, and I thought they were bosom buddies, but folks are saying, maybe they're not, and I don't know. So is it possible that Jack Diamond could go to WASH? Well, yeah, I think it would be maybe an interesting idea, but a lot of my radio people are saying, no, that's probably not going to happen. So it looks like maybe Jack would probably end up doing some sort of a podcasty thing, and there's talk of maybe Realm doing that. So we will see about that. All right, folks, I'm going to keep my DCR Dave TVs kind of short. Let's do a 6-minute one today. We're at the 4-minute mark. Let's check out some WRC. No, let's do some WUSA memories. I was going through the massive DCR TV video archives, and I pulled up a few things. So let's take a look at this for 1992.
Good afternoon. I'm Andrea Ryan.
I'm Mike Buchanan. DC police are looking for witnesses to help them solve a brutal crime on Capitol Hill. The attack.
Okay, let's take let's flashback to 87. Oh wait, where am I here? I can't find it. Where did I go? I can't. I got too many windows. Hold on. Please
Now
stand
from Channel
by.
9, Washington's
Now,
number
let's-
one newscast.
Let's go back and do that again. Oh, wait a second. I'm total. Okay. Wait a second. Oh my goodness. Oh no. Okay, it's what happens when you get too many windows open at
Now
once.
from Channel
Let's go back and do that again. Here we go. What happened to this? There we go. Okay. Who knows why?
Now from Channel 9, Washington's number one newscast. Eyewitness News. Nightcast.
Good evening, I'm Maureen Bunyan.
And I'm Gordon Peterson.
Okay, well that's cool. Storm damage. Okay. So anyhow, okay, I'll give you a couple more of those since I'm trying to find things here. It's like all these darn windows, and I can't see what I'm doing. And let's find out. Okay, here's the WDVM one for back when they were WDVM.
The suspect in the so-called Aspen Hill rape cases took the stand in his own defense today. Gary Reels will have a live report from Rockville. Kent Gerald begins a series on PCP. Today he looks at how the illegal drug is dealt on the streets of Washington. The Coalinga earthquake was a surprise to scientists. Warren Corbett looks at the reason why. Glenn Brenner has the story of the trade of John Elway to the Denver Broncos. And Gordon Barnes says breezes and cool temperatures for the immediate future. Eyewitness News is next. Now, from Television 9, Washington's news station, this is Eyewitness News at 6.
Good evening. Our top story tonight is the latest testimony in the Aspen Hill rape trial. I'm Gordon Peterson.
I'm Maureen Bunyan. The defense
Okay, there we go for that one. And let's try one more. Shall we do one more? Let's go back to WDVM Channel 9, which is now WUSA, 1982. 1982.
These are the top stories coming up on Eyewitness News at 6. Montgomery County Police shot a man suspected of robbing the Bank of Bethesda this afternoon. Jane Van Ryan has details. A private organization says federal budget cuts are hazardous to the health of children. Warren Corbett has that story. In sports, Glenn Brenner has more on Billy Martin's return to the Yankees. Gordon Barnes says tomorrow will be sunny and very cold. And Gary Reels reports the Maryland Court of Appeals has reversed all death sentences brought before it in the last 4 years. Those stories and more as Eyewitness News continues with Gordon Peterson and the Eyewitness News team. Maureen Bunyan is off tonight.
Good evening. A police stakeout foiled the escape of a bank robbery suspect in Bethesda today.
Okay, so there we go. Some Channel 9 memories from the 80s and 90s there. So interesting to see Gordon Peterson, who is still on the air here in the Washington area, over there at Channel 7, which interesting to know how much longer he's going to be there with Sinclair taking over. I just can't see them keeping Gordon on for much longer. And I don't know. He did sign another one-year deal at the end of last year, putting him on the air, so he's got like 1 year to 1 year contracts. But I wouldn't be surprised to see Gordon hang up the Channel 7 Blazer at the end of this year. I wouldn't be surprised at all. But it's a great career. What do you know? Him and Jim Vance, the big local news deans here in the Washington area. So anyhow, some memories there of Channel 9, WUSA. Before that, WDVM, and then before that, remember when they were WTOP-TV way back when. We'll show some more of those for some other stations. I got some buttons for 4 and then 7 and 5 on there too. So one of these days we'll show them 9-minute mark. I was going to do 5 minutes. I'm at 9. Anyhow, it's still better than 15. Thanks for watching Dave TV for the 30th of April, 2014. Book 'em, Dano.